Have you ever wondered about the timeless struggle for freedom that echoes through the pages of history? Can you imagine a world where chains of oppression are broken and the human spirit soars free, unbound by prejudice and discrimination? Feeling uninspired and have no motivation to do anything at all? Then you landed on the right channel. Welcome to Bulletproof Perspectives. We hope our insight will help you define your goals and sustain progress. Click subscribe and turn the bell notification on to never miss out on our latest videos. In the vast expanse of history, a poignant and captivating chapter unfolds the story of slavery and the indomitable fight for freedom. From ancient civilizations to the transatlantic slave trade, this tale weaves together the triumphs and struggles of countless souls seeking liberation. Join us as we delve into the heart of this epic saga, exploring the resilience, courage, and unity that define the journey towards a world where every individual can soar freely. In the distant past, empires rose and fell, and with them, the shadows of slavery loomed large. Captured in battles, men and women found themselves bound in chains, becoming commodities to be bought, sold, and exploited. From Egypt to Greece, from Rome to China, the chains of slavery bound diverse civilizations, reminding us of humanity's capacity for both greatness and cruelty. Amidst the darkness of oppression, a flicker of hope endured. Beneath the weight of their chains, those enslaved held onto dreams of freedom, passing down stories of their homeland and culture to preserve their identity. They sang songs of sorrow and resilience, melodies that echoed through cotton fields, slave quarters, and the hearts of those yearning to break free. As centuries passed, the world experienced a transformative awakening. The Age of Enlightenment sparked a moral revolution, challenging the very foundations of slavery and illuminating the path towards justice. Visionaries like William Wilberforce in Britain and Frederick Douglass in the United States became beacons of change, fervently advocating for the rights of the oppressed. In the United States, the fight for freedom reached a crescendo in the 19th century with the abolitionist movement. Figures like Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth rose to prominence, daring to challenge the cruel institution of slavery. The Underground Railroad emerged as a clandestine network of courageous conductors leading the enslaved to freedom, defying the law and risking persecution for the sake of human dignity. As the world turned, so did the tides of change. The voices of those oppressed grew louder, demanding their inherent rights and an end to the inhumane trade. The resilience of the human spirit prevailed, and the shackles that once bound so many began to weaken. Yet, the journey towards freedom was far from over. The struggle extended beyond the borders of the United States, unfolding on a global stage. From India's nonviolent resistance led by Mahatma Gandhi to South Africa's anti-apartheid movement, the fight for justice knew no bounds. People of all backgrounds united in their quest for dignity, respect, and the right to live free from oppression. Through the course of history, storytelling played an essential role in this epic saga. Narratives of courage, sacrifice, and hope connected hearts and inspired change. Poets, writers, musicians, and artists painted vivid pictures of the human experience, fostering empathy and understanding among diverse communities. Today, the fight for freedom continues. The struggle against racism, discrimination, and inequality persists, demanding the collective effort of humanity. As we reflect on the history of slavery and the unyielding fight for freedom, let us be reminded of the power of unity, empathy, and compassion. May we each play a role in shaping a world where every soul finds its wings to soar, liberated from the chains that once bound us, embracing a future that celebrates diversity and equality for all. In this ongoing narrative, it is vital to remember that freedom is not a finite destination but a journey of perpetual growth and transformation. It demands introspection, empathy, and a commitment to challenging our own biases and privilege. For it is in acknowledging our shared humanity and interdependence that we can overcome the barriers that divide us. The power of storytelling remains an essential force in shaping the world we aspire to create. Narratives have the ability to bridge gaps, foster understanding, and inspire collective action. Each voice that speaks up against injustice contributes to the symphony of change, creating a more inclusive and compassionate society for all. As we continue to write the chapters of our shared story, let us be guided by the lessons of history and the enduring legacy of those who fought for freedom. Let us be the champions of progress, equity, and unity, for it is in our collective efforts that the tale of freedom finds its resonance and meaning. So, as we navigate the complexities of our times, let us remember that the fight for freedom is not only about breaking chains, but about building bridges. Together, we can herald a future where liberty, justice, and dignity are truly accessible to every soul that graces this beautiful journey called life. As we journey further into the depths of this enduring saga, we encounter modern-day freedom fighters and advocates who continue to challenge the chains that still bind parts of our world. The fight for freedom extends beyond the confines of physical bondage. It encompasses the struggle against social injustice, economic inequality, and prejudice in all its forms. In the present day, diverse movements and campaigns advocate for justice and human rights. From the hashtag Black Lives Matter movement calling for an end to racial violence and discrimination to climate activists demanding environmental justice, the voices of those seeking freedom echo around the globe. The power of storytelling remains a potent weapon in this ongoing battle. Social media platforms serve as virtual meeting places for changemakers, amplifying their narratives and uniting people from different walks of life. Shared experiences, art, and music become catalysts for empathy and solidarity, forging connections between individuals who might never have crossed paths otherwise. But as the fight for freedom pushes forward, it encounters obstacles. Deep-rooted prejudices, systemic inequities, and divisive ideologies attempt to impede progress. It becomes essential to question the narratives that perpetuate injustice, to challenge biases, and to recognize our own role in shaping the world we desire. In this complex narrative, we find ourselves questioning and reflecting on the stories we tell and the stories we listen to. How can we, as storytellers and listeners, become better advocates for freedom and equality? How can we ensure that the stories of the marginalized are heard and acknowledged? In answering these questions, we become agents of change. By actively engaging with diverse narratives, we broaden our perspectives, fostering empathy and understanding. We become champions of inclusivity and unity, breaking down the barriers that divide us and forging a collective path towards freedom. In this shared journey, it is crucial to recognize that every individual's liberation is interconnected. As we work towards breaking the chains of oppression, we must do so with an understanding that freedom for one means freedom for all. The fight for freedom is not an isolated struggle, but a harmonious symphony of voices united for a common purpose. The story of slavery and the fight for freedom has taught us valuable lessons. It has shown us the resilience of the human spirit, the power of unity, and the importance of relentless perseverance. It has also demonstrated the significance of hope and the potential of change when people come together. As we continue to shape the narrative of freedom, let us draw inspiration from the brave souls who have come before us. Let us honor their legacy by amplifying the voices of the marginalized, advocating for justice, and dismantling the barriers that prevent true liberation. In this epic tale, we are all protagonists, each contributing our unique chapters to the unfolding story. Let us tell a story of compassion, understanding, and unity, and together, let us forge a future where freedom and equality prevail for generations to come. The fight for freedom is a continuous journey, and it is in our hands to ensure that the ending of this timeless tale is one of triumph, harmony, and boundless liberty. So, what role will you play in this ongoing fight for justice? Will you be a catalyst for progress and empathy, ensuring the legacy of freedom endures for generations to come? The story continues, and together, we can write a future where every soul finds its wings to soar. I hope you learned a lot in this video. If you ever feel burnt out, unproductive, or unmotivated again, just remember a shift in your perspective will make all the difference. Bulletproof Perspectives is always here to brighten your day. Stay bulletproof.